Hey guys, I know for quite some time I've been telling you all that I was going to do a master batch, or how I master batch my oils and lye and all that fun stuff. So since I have to do it, because I have to make quite a few soaps this weekend, in 2 days I'm going to make about 7 or 8 batches, loaves of soap and slabs of soap. So because I'm heading off to this craft fair, so I need to get cracking, okay? Because it's the end of November and I want to be ready. So as you guys can see, I have all my jars, and what I use, my mom, she's awesome. She was so sweet. She went and bought me all different size canning jars, like these ones here. It was these. Had some bigger ones. I have a few sizes. I don't know which is which. But also what I'll do is like keep pickle jars. Like this one here was a pickle jar. And I have pasta sauce jars. I keep those too. So they do come in handy most definitely. So what I have in here is distilled water, which is sitting right here. I buy the big, what is this? 2.5 gallons. I keep these. And also I put salt and sugar in all of my water. And I am going to do lye as well. So I'm going to show you guys. I already measured out the water that I use, the amount of water that I use for my soaps for each loaf. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add my salt and sugar. And I know a lot of you are probably going to ask me, why do I put salt and sugar in my bars? Salt is to make my bars hard. Sugar is to make bubbles. You can look it up. You can do a little bit of research, Google it, salt and sugar and soaps, and it'll give you all of its qualities in soap. So that is what I put in my water. Even like if I'm not going to do lye in my water, I'll just put my salt and sugar in water and then shake them up and close them up and sit them on the shelf until I'm ready. But just because I need to make so much soap, I need to have all my lye ready. And I've been really enjoying soap at room temperature. So all of these will be made at room temperature probably, except for today, just because I need to make soap, like my first loaf. So this is what I do. I just put the lid on once I put my salt and sugar in it, and then give it a good old-fashioned shake. So I can mix it all up, and it dissolves pretty fast because my water is room temperature as well. So that's what it looks like when I'm done. And so I'm not going to bore you guys with doing all that. All of these already have the salt and sugar, so I'm going to go ahead and close these up and then shake them up. And after that, I'll start with my oils. Of course, I'm not going to talk through all that. I'll talk through the first one, the first batch of my oils, but not all of them because that would just be redundant. Okay, be back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and what you're looking at right now is my bag of soap. I just got finished doing my other, putting all of my ingredients into my lye water that I do put in it, and silk is one of the ingredients that I do put in my lye water, most definitely. All of my bars get soaked, every single one. And so also I wanted to show you guys, like when I'm let me move these out of the way. When I mix my lye, this is just how I do it, but I've had quite a few containers crack on me before. So that is like super scary. Not quite a few. I've actually had 2 crack on me. And that's been like super duper scary. So what I do is I'll put them in a measuring cup or one of my mixing bowls, and then pour my lye into my water. And when you, for those of you who are just starting to make soap, when you do this, make sure that you always have your water first, and then you add your lye slowly. And you guys are going to see me do it. So this already has my silk. That's why it's like really yellow looking. And don't worry about it. Just let it sit. The temperatures are hot enough to dissolve the silk bits in it. So I'm just going to take this and move it out the way. And then I will show you guys. I already have my next batch of lye weighed out. And I have one more to do. So this is my salt and sugar water here. I just give it a little bit of shake. And then take it and sit it right in here. Just like that. Alright, and I do have on safety glasses. Always wear your safety glasses and gloves and long sleeves. Just because if it pops in your arm, it is going to burn you. So I keep my lye in this little container only when I weigh it out. And it says lye. And tells me how much lye I put in here. But I don't have small children, so nobody really comes in here. But I still mark it anyway. So this is what I do. I know this is like a really weird angle to see, but it's just for demonstration purpose only, not really for learning. I guess. So I slowly started to pour my lye into my water. I like to mix mine from side to side when I first start pouring. And I pour very slowly just because I've learned, like, it will, for some, I don't know why, like when I start to stir like fast in a circle, and I don't know if it agitates it or it gets just that hot, but that's the times that I've actually had my glasses crack on me. So I just kind of go from side to side and very slowly when I'm first pouring, and then once I get it all poured in there, I can go in a circle. And I don't leave all of them in the containers. I just put them in there when I first do it. And like after a minute or so, I know it's not going to crack. Then I'll go ahead and take them out and set them off to the side, which I will show you that. Okay, so go ahead and put my lid back on my lye container. And this is not the container that my lye comes in. It's just a container that I keep to measure out my lye. Set that out the way. Alright, and now I'm going to add my sodium lactate, because I do put sodium lactate in my soaps. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. And sodium lactate is to give you a harder, a firmer bar. So got that in there, I already weighed that out. And now I'm going to add my silk. And how I do my silk is I just grab a chunk, because it comes in these little chunks here. And then like that, it's really thick, so I'll take half of that off. And then I just kind of pull it apart. You want to pull it apart because it dissolves better when you pull it apart. But when you leave it in that one big chunk and put it in there, it just takes forever to dissolve, and sometimes it just won't dissolve at all. So, and I'll do it just like this. Ball it up loosely, and then drop it in there and give it a stir. And then that's what's going to turn your water yellow, your lye water yellow. Okay, so now that I have that mixed in, I'll come back and stir that in a bit. And I'll show you ones that I already have that have the silk in them, the ones that are completely mixed, dissolved and mixed. And then I'll show you the different stages. So I'm going to pick the camera up. Oops. Get that out the way. Sorry, guys. I'm making you sick. Okay, so here's all my ones that are already mixed. So these two are completely mixed. I just like to give them a little stir right there just to get the floaties on the top mixed in. Okay, and then this one is not completely mixed. You can still see some of the silk down in there, so if I give it a stir, it will disperse. This is just the stages that it go through, so don't worry if you're just like, why is this not, you know, dissolving? It will, but you have to do it as soon as you pour your lye water. That's what I found, that as soon as you pour your lye into your water, you put your whatever you're going to put in it, if you put any additives, and then you put your silk, because it dissolves when it's like really, really hot. So here are some that I put like not too long before I actually started filming this portion of the video. And see, just a little bit in there, just kind of floating around. I'll do the same for this one. And everyone doesn't use silk. If you don't use silk, you can just like not even worry about this stuff, but I do for sure. Go over to this one here. Give that a stir. And then I'll stir these, you know, continuously as they all start to dissolve, and then I will close them up once they cool off and put them on my shelf until I'm ready to use it. So this will start to turn yellow. Probably not on camera, but it will eventually. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you that step, and then I will start weighing out my oils, and you will get to see that. So, see you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. I have all my lye water mixed and sitting off to the side, cooling off. And now I'm going to start with my oils. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing just because that's a bit crazy. And I'm going to fast forward just because it's kind of repetitive. But what I like to do for starters is, of course, I have my scale here. And I ran my recipe through my lye calculator. Normally I use the same recipe over and over, which I do love, but I don't have any of one of the oils that I use this time because I forgot to order some. But I just recalculated my my recipe. Always guys, for you that are starting out, I know it's so very easy to jump and use like what's in a book or something like that. That's great, but I still suggest even that recipe that you find in a book or online to still run it through a lye calculator. A lye calculator can be very confusing at first when you're just starting out, but trust me, it's your friend. I use the sage. I've used theirs since the beginning, and I'll probably never use anything else. But Brambleberry has one. There's tons and tons of websites that have them, so just check them out. But I would suggest that you use the lye calculator for sure. All right, so what I do for starters is take all of my hard oils, which I'll show you guys quickly. I just kind of take all my hard oils and set them out around me, and my floors are clean, so no need to freak out or anything like that, and they're in containers. But I set them all around me, so that way it's very easy for me to get what I need to use. Oops. And then I'll start like that. So I have an ice cream scooper that I use. I love this thing. So you want to tear your scale out to 0. And then the first thing, I go down my list in my lye calculator, which is my coconut oil. So let's get that first. Oh, funny bunnies. Now my scale just went off. Okay, so I'm not concerned about that little drip there. Okay. If this is boring, this is the reason why I'm going to fast forward, because I'm sure this can get quite boring after a while. Let's see. Okay, now tear it out. After each hard oil, all the oils that you add, you want to tear it out each time. I measure mine out in ounces. I know a lot of people like to do theirs in grams, but ounces just work better for me. So the next one I'm going to use, let me get that, 4. All right. And I use a lot of solid oils in my soaps. And I like to do my solid oils first, just in case you put too much. It's easier to scoop out than if you had your liquids in there in the beginning, because then you're not sure of how much you're taking out. So I do it this way, and then I'll add all my liquids. And my liquids are my sunflower and olive and so forth and so on. Okay, and here's the next one. Let's see what that one is. 6. Sorry, they didn't tell me it's a workout. Alright. Truly a workout. Oh, good lord. I'm going to have one really strong arm. Okay, and if I go over like a point or something, I'm not too concerned about that. But if it's like 3, 4, 5, okay, then I want to take those out. All right, so got that. 1, 2, 3. Those are all of my hard oils, or oils that solidify at room temperature. Nope, I got one more. So get 4 ounces. Let me check. 4 ounces of this. Boy, I'm running low on everything. I need to do some shopping, y'all. Well, definitely got to do some shopping. But I'm telling you, this little ice cream scooper makes life with soap making just so much easier. I tell you, it does. Because I don't know how other people get theirs out, but whew, I don't want to find out. This just works. This just works. And so now that I've had that done, okay, so now I got all of my parts, my solid oils in here. So I'm going to, I don't know, just depends on how much room I have. I would like to do about 10 batches. And then what I'll show you guys at the end how I cover them up and store them. So now I'm going to move on to my next one, okay? So I'll just set that off to the side and grab another container. And I think this is where I'm going to start fast forwarding. You guys get the idea. You'll see me pour my liquids and all of that stuff. It's all the same. So be back in a minute. Well, actually, I'm not going anywhere. Now I am going to leave just so I can get some of my containers out, and then I'll be back in a minute, and it will be fast forwarded. And please do enjoy the music. And if you like this video and you find this video helpful, please do give me a thumbs up, because it is greatly appreciated, and it lets me know that you like videos like this. Any way that I can help you guys to improve your soap making or get started with soap making, because I love it, love it, love it when somebody tells me I'm about to start making soap for the very first time. I get thrilled to bits. So this is not a tutorial, it's just the way that I do things, and I thought maybe it could be a little bit helpful. So that is the reason for me doing it. Okay, I'll be back. My soft oil. So this is it. This is all of my oils in my little buckets. And what I do, like I told you guys in some video ago, that I kind of upcycle packing products at the job that I work. My last job, we had tons and tons of packaging that customers would send us, and I mean, it would be clean and brand new, and we would just toss it because we had no use for it. So I started collecting it. So I have like hundreds of these cellophane sheets, and they come in handy. I mean, I use them for everything. I use them to lay like my spatulas on when I'm making soap. I use them to cover up my oils when I'm not ready to use them. I mean, it's just a plethora of different things I can use them for. And then I take these rubber bands here, which I just went and got a big old bag, because I did get a bunch of real like the really huge rubber bands for my job, but I don't work there anymore. And so I had this big old bag I just got from the dollar store, and it comes in handy. So I just take it like this. Sorry about all the noise, guys. And just wrap it around the bowl just like that. Okay, now I'm going to stick this on the shelf, and then I'm going to show you all of my lyes and oils on the shelf of how I store them. And again, I'm short, so if you guys can't see the lie, then that's the reason for it, but I'm going to try to show you. Matter of fact, let me get my step stool. But yeah, so that's my oils right there. That's cooling because I'm about to make some soap, because I got tons and tons of soap to make, like I told you guys before. Sorry about the weight. I'm just moving things around. So let me grab my camera, and then I'll show you. Let's see. I think I can leave it like this. Matter of fact, let me just pause. Okay, guys, this is one of my shelves, and this is what I do. So all of my lye is back there. I know this camera angle is like really wonky, but yeah, all of my lyes are over there, and they're all lined up in the back. And then here's all my oils, and they're all just sitting, waiting for me to use. And this is how I master batch. And I know lots of people, they like to do theirs in one big container, but guess what? I do math all day at work. I'm not trying to come home and do it here. So I do what's easy for me, and then I just pop these puppies right in the microwave, melt them, pour my lye, everything's already measured out, and then I start making soap. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of how I master batch and store and all that fun stuff. Hopefully you were able to get some tips and tricks and things from the way that I do my soaping, and it'll be useful to you. So I hope you did enjoy this video. Once again, if you did, please do give me a thumbs up. And for those of you who are just joining my channel, welcome. I am so glad you're here. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. That would be totally awesome of you, and that way you can keep up with what I am up to in soap making and all the other fun stuff. So guys, that is it for now. I am going to get ready to make some soap, which you guys will see that because I will be filming for sure. So until then, I'll see you later.